So yeah, what is the software or what is the environment you required to work with Python? First, I'll discuss with this. Okay, the tools what you are supposed to use in your mobile and what you are supposed to use in your computer or laptop. Okay, I'll explain both the tools required. Okay, our tools are, we can say, softwares. Okay, tools are softwares required because before going to learn any programming language, it is required to, okay, install this app or software in your computer or mobile, so that everyone is ready to work with this technology. Okay, so now, so if you are using computer or laptop, I'll mention separately. If you are using computer or if you are using mobile, I'll mention separately. Okay, if you are using computer or laptop, so already I told you. Okay, so again I'll tell you how you are going to download and what is required. Okay, so you are supposed to use a tool called IDLE. IDLE. This is Python IDLE. Okay, so IDLE is the environment. It is an integrated development learning environment. IDLE, integrated, I for integrated, D for development, L for learning, E for environment. If you observe here in brackets, it is written Python 3.8 bit. Okay, so Python 3.8 is, it is the Python version. Okay, so in my system it is 3.8, but now it is almost 3.10 also available. So how can you download this Python? You can download this Python software or this IDLE from the website. Okay, I'll mention the website here. The website is www.python.org. This is the website. Okay, so if you want, I'll open this website also for okay, for the students who are not able to understand. www.python.org. Okay, so this is the website you are supposed to open. So www.python.org. This is the official website. This is the official website. Okay, only you can download everything from this website only. Okay, so maybe if you go with some other websites, in some other websites, so you may not get the genuine tools or genuine softwares. This is the official website. If you want to download any tools or any softwares relating to Python, you can download from here only. Okay, so if you open this website, you will find out a menu called downloads. Here you will find out downloads. You'll find an option called downloads. Okay, in downloads you'll find out, for example, I hope most of you are using Windows operating system only. Okay, so if you are using Windows operating system, then you will click on Windows. Here you will have different operating systems are showing: Windows, Mac OS, other platforms. Okay, so most of the students, I think most of you are using Windows only. Just you click on Windows, then obviously here you'll find out download for Windows. So download for Windows. Just you click on this Python 3.10.2. Already I told you, this is the latest version 3.10.2. Okay, so if you are using 3.8, 3.9 also, no problem, because in my system, because it is already, I downloaded this 1 year back, so that's why in my computer it is okay, in my computer it is showing 3.8.7. okay, so maybe you can have latest version. This is a Python 3.10.2. okay, so this is the latest Python version. You can download it, or if you want to see, if you want to see the other versions, you can see here, view the full list of downloads. Here if you want, you can see it. Okay, or if you want to use some other version, here if you observe, Here, if you observe, you are having all the versions. Okay, which version is downloaded in which year? For example, Python 3.9.10. It is released in 2022. Okay, January 14. Okay, 3.10.2, 3.10.1. Whatever version you want to download, you can download. But my suggestion is, if you are using Windows 10 operating system, then you download the latest version, whatever it is showing in downloads 3.10.2, right? So this is the latest version. So all of you try to install this version only. There are no much difference between the previous versions and this version. So you can download the latest version. Always you try to download the latest version. Okay. Once you download it, what type of file you are going to get? You are going to get okay, what you are supposed to download here? You go to python.org website, python.org website. So here you find it out, downloads. We'll find it out an option called downloads. In downloads, you are supposed to select. Just now I showed you. You are supposed to select. In downloads, you are supposed to select Windows. If you are using Windows, if any one of you are using other operating system, Mac OS, if you are using Mac OS, then there are separate versions. Okay, if you are using Windows OS, then you will see this download for Windows. Okay, if you are using Mac OS, then it is going to show you download for Mac OS. So like that, but depending on the operating system, it is going to show you what type of version you want to download and for which OS you want to download. Okay, so this is the way how we are going to download. So now just click on downloads, and you can select Windows here. You can select Windows here, and in Windows is your operating system. So in your Windows, you'll find it out an option called download for Windows. Download for Windows, and what is the version? 3.10.2. Okay, so here download for Windows. You select the download for Windows. Okay, so in this we can select 3.10.2, whatever may be the version number. Okay, so Python 3.10.2. So this is the way how we are going to download. Okay, if we click on this, okay, so it will be downloaded. I am not clicking on this because already I have Python in my computer, so that's why I am not clicking. But if you click on this, you are going to get, okay, the file will be downloaded. The file will be downloaded. Once the file is downloaded, okay, so here, just after this I'll write down here. So Python 3.10.2. okay, so click on Python 3.2.2. Then once you click on this, then this will be downloaded. Okay, once it is downloaded, then okay, double click or open. Okay, so once this is downloaded, Python 3.10.2, just to double click it, okay, or you can open it. Okay, if you double click, then automatically open, then automatically, okay, your Python installation will starts. Okay, so if you double click it, then automatically it will start installing. Or if you open also, then it will start your installation. Okay, so once it is started, then it is going to ask you location, everything. Just you click on next. Okay, next, and so on. Just you click on next, and so on, and finish. That's it. Okay, I think already maybe if you install any of the software in your computer, okay, so you can understand what is this next. Just you try to click on okay, next button. Okay, so again it is going to ask you some okay uh, instructions from you. Just you're supposed to click on next. Okay, and you try to click on finish. Okay, before this, actually you are supposed to accept the agreement. Accept the agreement. Agreement means yes, they are going to give you some terms and conditions. You are supposed to accept the agreement. Any doubts in this? This is the way how you are going to download it. And once it is installed, how can you check whether it is installed successfully or not? How can you check whether it is installed successfully or not? Okay, you go to start. You search with Python. You search with Python word. Okay, if you search with Python word, it will be appeared IDLE Python. In your case, it is 3.10.2. Okay. So in your case, it is Python 3.10.2, 64-bit. Understood? So it is going to be changed from system to system. Okay. If you are using already, if anyone is installed, maybe you may find a different version. Okay. It may be 3.9 also. It may be 3.7 also. If you are installed in the past, it may be 3.7 also. It may be 3.6 also. Okay. But the latest version is 3.10. So once you got this icon, just you click on open. Once you got this icon, you just click on open. So once you click on open, then this window should be appeared. Okay, IDLE shell. Here you will find out Python with version number. If you are getting this screen, then your Python is successfully installed in your computer. This is very simple installation. If you are unable to install in your computer or laptop, still if you are unable to install, today all of you try in the students who are having a computer or laptop, or okay, if anyone is using computer or laptop, you try this in your computer or laptop. Okay, if you are unable to install it, you can ask me in tomorrow's class. It is very simple installation. Okay, so already I told you the official website. You go to official website and you try to download it, the latest version. Okay, and simply you can install it. This is the for the computer or laptop students. For example, okay, if you are using mobile, if you are using some Android mobile, okay, so in mobile also we can practice this Python. Okay, whatever the things you can do from the computer or laptop, whatever the programs you can do from computer or laptop. Okay, so the same things you can do from your mobile also. Okay, so here just in your Android mobile, just go to your Google Play Store. Okay, in Google Play Store, just you type with Python. Okay, Python IDE for mobile. Python IDE for mobile. Okay, so this is the app Python IDE for mobile. Just you try to install this app. Okay, Python IDE for mobile. It is not going to take more than 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so it's going to take only 2 to 3 minutes. Just you try to type this in your Google Play Store. Okay, or you may install some other apps also. Okay, this is one app for Python practice. Okay, so you can install some other Python, some 3.7, 3.8. So many apps are available for mobile users. You can install any of this app, because all these apps are same. Same means we are writing what is our objective. Our objective is we are supposed to write some program. Whatever the app we are using, that is not going to be affected. Okay, so your programming is important, your practice is important, not the app. Whatever may be the app you are supposed to use, you can go with that app. It is not a problem. Okay, you can go with Python, or you can go with some other apps also there. Okay, like IDLE, Python IDLE also there. In mobiles also you have Okay, so Python IDLE. This is also one of the app. Okay, you can go with any of the apps. Okay, and you can download it. You can install that app in your mobile. Okay, so it is not going to take more than 3 minutes. So these are the things first you ready. Okay, so once these are ready in your mobile or in your computer, then we can start our programming part. Okay, we can start our these classes. Okay, whatever the things we are discussing, it is very important to practice the programs whatever we are discussing in the class, or whatever the theoretical concepts we are talking about. So those should be you should understand. Okay, so far I think it's clear. Any doubts? So if you have any doubts, please let me know in the chat box. You can type in the chat box. Okay, I can answer your queries. So far, any doubts regarding this installation in mobile devices and as well as in laptop or computer? Any doubts so far? I think all of you are able to. Yes. Okay. You can send some message in the chat if you have any doubts. So far, any doubts? Anyone having any doubts, or anyone already tried to install but unable to install, or anything? Okay, if there are any things need to be discussed regarding this installation, okay, I'll clarify your doubts. If you don't have any doubts, then I'll proceed to the uh, remaining part. Okay, so I hope you don't have any doubts. Okay, right. Okay, yeah. So now we'll see. Okay, so introduction to Python. So what will be there in Python? Okay, how we are going to use this Python. Okay, so we'll see all these things. So already just now I showed you. Okay, so I'm going to use this. IDE or IDLE. Okay, this IDLE throughout this Python, whether it is a basic Python or advanced Python. I'm going to use this IDLE for all the programs. Okay, so if you want to just, I'll close it. Everything I'll close here. Okay, just you go to this start. Just type Python. Okay, and click on open. Just go to start. Okay, click on Python and open. So this will be open. This is the screen what you are supposed to get if the Python is successfully installed in your computer. Okay, so now okay, so what is the use? Already I told you in the beginning of beginning of this class. Okay, so it is very important programming language for everyone. Okay, whether whatever may be your background, whether you are a computer programmer or whether you are a electronics or electrical or mechanical. Okay, always it is very important for you people to learn Python. Okay, so first thing in this Python, okay, you should understand some characteristics, or you can say the properties. Characteristics. Okay. So what is meant by characteristics, or what is meant by properties? For example, you want to learn Telugu language, or you want to learn Tamil language, or you want to learn some Malayalam language. Okay. So if you want to learn any language, whether it is Telugu, Malayalam, Hindi, English, whatever may be the language, okay, in general we'll start from alphabets. In Telugu we can say, okay, we'll start from A, A, E, like that. In English we can say, okay, we'll start from A, B, C, D, because that is the lowest level. Because if you don't know alphabets, in Telugu, or if you don't know alphabets in English, or if you don't know alphabets in Hindi, then you can't read, you can't write, and you can't you can't understand anything. So that is the reason why in programming also, whether it is any programming language, we'll start from very basics. Okay, so basics means what are the characteristics, what are the characteristics, and what type of things that language is having. So first characteristic is, okay, so it is, Python is case sensitive language. Case sensitive. Okay, what is meant by case sensitive? Case sensitive means, I'll give simple example. Okay, so for example, I'll ask you, can you write your name? I'll ask you, all of you, can you write your name? For example, one of the student name is Ramesh. One of the student name is Ramesh. So sometimes he can write Ramesh like this. Sometimes he can write Ramesh like this. Sometimes he can write Ramesh like this. Sometimes he can write Ramesh like. Actually, here the context is, I never bothered about the case. Case means whether he is writing small letter, whether he is writing capital letter. Okay, so I never bothered, because my intention is just to want to know what is his name. Okay, whether he is writing his name in capital letter, whether he is writing his name in small letter, whether he is using capital letter and small letter both. Okay, whether he is using purely small letters, whether he is using purely capital letters, I never bothered. But in general, these all are same. These all are considered as equal, or these all are considered as same. But coming to Python, so there are different variations. So case sensitive means the Python is very strict about your case. It is very strict about your case. So what is the meaning of very strict about your case? So here, so A, for example, A, okay, and capital A. So these are not going to be treated as same. So A and capital A both are going to be treated as a different. A, capital A are going to be treated as a different. Okay, not same. What is the meaning of this? Case sensitive means capital letter and small letter are going to be treated as different. You can't substitute, or you can't write a small letter in place of capital letter, or you can't write a capital letter in place of small letter. Capital letter can be written as capital letter only. Small letter can be written as small letter only. You can't write in place of small letter if you are written small capital letter. Okay, or in place of capital letter if you are written small letter. Okay, so it is maybe it doesn't give any difference in your English language. In English language, if you are written small letter or capital letter, it doesn't give any difference. All are going to be treated as same. Everything is going to be treated as same. So just now I given some simple example. In English, actually all these are same. All are giving us the same name. It doesn't matter whether you are using small letter or capital letter. But in programming language, in Python, if you are written Ramesh, for example, if you want to use Ramesh, this is different, this is different, this is different, and this is different. These four are different. They are not same. Why? Because you are using different cases. So that is the reason why capital letter and small letter are not going to be treated as the same in Python. That is the first point all of you must remember. Case sensitive means capital letter will be treated as capital letter only. Small letter will be treated as small letter only. Okay, it is not going to be used for interchangeably. Okay, it is not going to be used for interchangeably. Means So you can't replace small a in place of capital A, or you can't replace capital A in place of a small a. It is not going to happen. Not only for this a, okay, in all the alphabets, you can't replace any letter with other capital letter or any capital letter with other small letter. It is not going to be treated as the same. Okay, any doubts regarding this point? Case sensitiveness. Okay, one question. Adinarayana Chaudhary, do every mobiles will support the Python app? Yes, all Android mobiles, all okay, all the mobiles will support. You'll find it out. If anything, if you didn't get it, okay, please let me know. All mobiles will support. All Android and as well as other mobiles will support Python. It is app only. Okay, so I'll explain with an example what is the meaning of this case sensitive. Okay, so I'll try to explain with an example. Just I'll write a simple example for this to understand. Okay, so now I am opening this Python. Okay, so here I'll write something. This is actually IDLE shell. This is known as shell. So this is known as IDLE shell. So here I am giving some a. For a, I am giving some 20. I took some variable. I took some character a, and I given some 20. A is equals to 20. Means 20 will be stored in a. For example, in your mathematics, you will write x equals to 2, y is equals to 3, like that. Here also, I written some a is equals to 20. Okay. Okay. Before that, you should know. Okay, input and output functions. So in Python, we are having output functions. Output function. What is meant by output function? First of all, what is meant by output? What is meant by output to device? Output to device. I think most of you are using speakers for your computer or for your TV. Okay, so speaker is nothing but an example of output device. Output means it is giving something to the user. It is giving some output to the user. Actually, you are having some. You are getting some volume from your TV, but you are not satisfied with that volume. Then what you will do? You are going to arrange some external speakers. You are going to connect some external speakers to your television, or external speakers to your mobile, or external speakers to your some computer. So those are nothing but we can call it as output, because they are giving output. The volume is coming outside. That's why they are known as output to devices. Okay. Sometimes now okay, projector is one more example. Okay, projector is what it is giving. It is giving some display. The display is nothing but it is giving display to the user. It is displaying something. So that's why it is known as it is output device. Okay. So here in Python, we have a function called print. Print is very important function, very simple function. What this function? Print is an output function. What this print will do? What this print will do? Print is going to prints okay, everything on screen. Whatever you want to print, that will be printed on the screen. Prints everything on screen. So print is nothing but it is going to print everything on screen. What everything? Everything means whatever you are writing, that will be printed. I'll explain with an example. Okay. So for example, print of hi. Print of hi. Okay. So it is writing hi. Because I written hi in the print, so that's why it is writing. Next, print of hello. Okay, so if I return hello, then that will write hello only. Print of welcome to welcome to Python. Okay, so it is going to write welcome to Python. Okay, so print of some 10. It is writing 10. Print of this is first class. Okay, so it is going to write this is a first class. Okay, just whatever you are writing in the print function, that is your output, that is you are going to get. Okay, if you are writing some number, it is going to print that number only. If you are writing some sentence, that is going to, but the sentence, whenever you are writing some sentence, that sentence should be there in the double quote or in single quote. For example, you can write like this also: print of hi Python is very interesting. So here I written this statement in single quote. Single quote means, I think all of you know, this is single quote. Okay, this is single quote. But here I use double quote. These are two quotes I used, double quote. Okay, so in Python, double quote and single quote are treated as the same. You can use either double quote or single quote. It doesn't give any difference. Okay, so you check here. So here IPython is very interesting. Okay, IPython is very interesting. If you write the same thing in double quote also, you'll get the same output. If you change this single quote to double quote, just I'll change this single quote to double quote. Okay, I change just a single quote to double quote. If you observe, same output we got. Okay, this one also same output, this is also same output. So here the point is, you can write the sentence, okay, or word or anything in single quote, that is equals to writing the same thing in double quotes. You can write either in single quote or in double quotes. But whenever you are writing number, you are not supposed to use any quotes. Here, for example, I written print 10. I am not written any code here. Why? Because it is a number. Okay, I'll go with some more examples. Python. Okay, just I am writing 100. It is a number. I don't write any codes here. It's print, I said, not Python. Print of 100. Okay, print of 200. Print of, okay, some 2.34. Some you can write some number. Print of you can write any big number also. You can write some number. Okay, so print of 1 point, you can write some big number here also. Okay, so if you observe in all these cases, okay, because this is a number, we are not writing either single quote or double quote. Okay, I am not writing any code. Okay, I am not writing double quote and I am not writing single quote. Why? Because it is a number. But whenever you are writing some sentence or word, for example, I want to write print of, okay, so just I want to write print Python. Because it is a word, that should be written either in double quotes or in single quotes. Okay, if it is not a word, if it is only a number type of thing, then you don't need to write any double quote or single quote. You may have some doubt. Okay, so what will happen if I written this 100 in single quote or double quote? Okay, so 100, if you are written single quote in double quote, then also it is going to print 100 only, but it is not in number format. That is we'll get later. But here the point is, what is my point? My point is what print function will do. That is the point. Print function is going to print. Print function is going to print whatever you are writing inside the print, that will be printed. Okay, so that is what we seen till now. If you are writing some number, it is printing that number only. If you are writing some sentence, it is printing some sentence only. If you are writing some word, okay, or if you are writing some sentence, if you are writing some word, if you are writing some number, everything is going to be printing. Actually, This is IDLE shell. All of you please observe here. This is IDLE shell. Okay. So this is a IDLE shell where we are checking. Okay. Some simple examples for print. Some simple examples for print function. Okay. So what is my point? My point is I am trying to explain what is the meaning of case sensitive. Case sensitive. I told you case sensitive means capital letter is not going to be treated as a small letter, or small letter is not going to be treated as a capital letter. I'll give you some example. A is equals to 10. If I want to print A, what is A value? 10. So 10 will be printed. 10 will be printed. If you want to check, you can check. Because A I given as 10, so that's why 10 will be printed. Similarly, if I want to give some value for B, B is equals to 20, print of B. So now what is B value? B value 20, 20 will be printed. But if I want to print capital A, here actually what we are using small a. That's why we are getting 10 output. When I am trying to print A, I am getting 10. But when I am trying to print A, we'll get an error here. We'll get an error. Okay, what is the error? Name A is not defined. That is the error. Why we are getting error? The reason is okay. The reason is this thing. Case sensitive language. Python is case sensitive language. Okay, we used small a here. Okay, we given some value for small a, that is 10. But where is capital A? Capital A is not there here. But you are trying to print some value for capital A, but capital A is not available here. That is the reason why we are getting some error. Similarly, I want to print capital B. Actually, capital B is not there here. We used only small b. I given some value for small b. Small b is 20. I given some value for b. That is b value I given 20. But I am trying to print B, capital B. Again, I will get an error. Again, I will get an error. Why? Because capital B is not defined. Capital B is not defined. So that is the meaning of case sensitive. So small letter, if you are using small letter, is going to be okay. You can access with the small letter only. If you are using capital letter, you can access with the capital letter only. But what I am doing here, I am trying to use capital letter in place of small letter. So that's why I got an error. Here also, I am using small b, but I am trying to access with the capital B. So that's why again I am getting error. Any doubts? I hope all of you understood. Any doubts? Any doubts, ma? All of you understood what is the meaning of case sensitiveness? This property or this characteristic, we can call it as case sensitiveness. Yes, we can print both sentence and number together, but that should be in double quotes only. You can't print in a separately. You can print it. Okay, I'll show you some examples. Okay, so print of, I want to print, for example, your ABC 1 2 3. You can print like this. Okay, or you can print like this also. Print of 1 2 3 ABC. Okay, some number like this. So it is nothing but it is in other format. Okay, I'll tell you what is the difference between, you may have some doubt, some of you are asked what is the difference between these things. Okay, so print 100 and print 100. So I think you people are having this doubt. Here also we are going to get 100 only. If I print it, I am going to get 100 only here also. But there is a difference between this 100 and this 100. Okay. Okay. Here also we are getting 100 only. Here also we are getting 100 only. But there is a difference between this 100 and this 100. Okay. That things we'll get slowly. In this class itself, you may not understand. Okay. Because that is relating to some other concept. but you understand, okay, whenever you are using some number, okay, number without any code. Here I am writing 100. I am not using any codes. I am not using single code. I am not using double code. So that's why this is considered as a numeric value. It is a number. But whenever I am writing 100 within double code or within single code, okay, here it's not about the number, it's not about the quantity, but it is written either single code or double code, means, okay, it is not a quantity, it is different data type. The type is different here. It is a number, but it is not a number. It is some, we can call it as a string. So in Python, if you are writing something in single code or if you are writing something in double code, that is known as a string. Okay, so if you are writing here, I'll write down. So if you are writing anything, in double code or single code, if you are writing anything in double code or single code, then that is known as string. That is known as a string. This is very important point. Please, all of you remember, if you are writing something in double code or something in single code, so that is known as string in Python. Okay. In general, if you are not writing, if you are not using any codes, okay, so in general that will be treated as numeric value. Numeric value means number. So in general, we can use this number. Okay, for numbers we don't use any codes, and for strings we are supposed to use the codes. So that is my point here. The point is very clear. If you are writing something here, if you observe, we written some examples here. So here I am writing this in double code. So this is a string. This is also string. Okay, this is also string, but this is not a string. This is a number. Okay, so this is a string, and here also we written some examples. So this is also string because I am using double quotes. This is also string. 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 If you are writing something in double quote or single quote, that is a string. So here it is not a string. If you are not using any quotes, so in general that will be treated as a simple numeric value or simple number, we can say. Okay, so this is not a program. All of you please remember, it is not a program. Till now I am not written any program. Okay, this is only a simple shell. Okay, in shell you can practice this small things in shell. Okay, but if you want to check this through program also, you can check. Now I am trying to write a small program in Python. All of you please concentrate how I am trying to write a program. You can understand. Okay, if you are having any doubts, let me know. Next step, I am trying to write some sample program. Now you understood what is print, what print will do. Now how to write a program in Python, how to write a simple program in Python ideally. So this is now we are going to discuss. Okay, till now we are not written any program. So how to write a program, all of you please concentrate here. What is the procedure to write a program? So go to file from your IDLE shell. Go to file, click on new file. Go to file, click on new file. If you click on new file, then your one empty window will be opened with untitled. untitled. Okay, I'll write down here. Okay, from IDLE shell. Okay, from IDLE shell, select file. Okay, select a file and click on new file. Okay, then empty untitled window will be open. Empty untitled window will be open. Okay, so that is what that window. This is empty window. Nothing is there here. Nothing is there. Untitled. Only it is showing untitled. Now I want to write some simple one line program. Print of. Here I am writing the some simple sentence. Hi, this is first program in Python. Okay, this is first program in Python. I written only one line. Okay, already just now I discussed what print will do. Print is going to display whatever we are writing, that will be displayed. Okay, that's why I written. Okay, I written some sentence or I written some string in the print. Okay, so this is only one line I want to write in my program. Once your program is completed, go to file, click on save as. Go to file. Now I want to save this program because I written this program, only one line program I written. This is over. Program writing is over. Now I want to save it. Go to file, click on save as. If we click on save as, okay. So where you want to save? For example, in D drive I want to save. In D drive I want to create some folder. For example, I want to create some folder. Okay, Acharya 829. Okay, so this is the folder I created, Acharya 829. So in this folder, this is where I want to save. In D drive, there is a folder I created because I want to store all the programs in this folder only. So I created one folder here. In this folder, I want to save. How can I save? You can give some name. Okay, what is the name? You can give any name. Just I'm giving first name, first program. Na? Just I'm giving one.py. This is very, very important. How we are going to save? You can select where you want to save a program. You can save on desktop also, no problem. You can save on desktop, you can save on some other folder, you can save on D drive, E drive, C drive, wherever you want you can save. But in my case, I am saving in D drive. I created a folder, okay, with some name. In that folder, I am saving. How I am saving? Giving some name. What is the name? Name of the program is one and .py. .py is must and should. You are supposed to give .py because it is a Python program. It is a Python file. You must give .py. Okay, and click on save. Okay, if you observe here, it is untitled. It is untitled means there is no title, untitled. But when you given some name one.py, when you click on save, it is changed to one.py. That is the file name what we given. One.py, and it is give you the location also. Where is the location? This file is saved under D drive, and there is a folder Acharya 829, and file name is one.py. Okay, any doubts? All of you, any doubts? Please respond if you have any doubts. Please respond any doubts. Okay, so my question is, all of you, okay, understood how to create a file and how to save a file. If anyone having any doubts regarding file creation or program creation and saving a program, how to create a program and how to save your program. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the chat box. Sai Kiran, we can get all those things in the coming classes. Okay, because I think you maybe you're having some little bit of knowledge, but remaining students are also okay, should know all these things. These basics are very important. So we'll go slowly one by one, even though if some of the students are know these things, okay, be patient and try to listen. We'll go one by one. Okay, in a systematic approach we are going. Okay, so if you don't have any doubts, then what we did till now, just we created a program and we saved it. Okay, now I want to check. I want to run this program. I want to check the output. Just you go to run. Here, you'll go to run. You'll find it on an option called run module. Click on run. Okay. In run, we have an option called run module. Just click on run module. So this is the output of this program. Hi, this is first program in Python. This is the output. If you observe here, before output, you are going to get, okay, what is the program? The program is 1.py, where it is saved. It is saved in D drive under folder Acharya 829. So this is the program and this is the output for that program. In this way, we are supposed to, okay, always output will be appeared on shell only. Output will be appeared on shell only. Okay, so we are going to get output here shell only. If you want okay, if you want to check once again, this is our program. What we written only single line of program, sample program. Just you go to run, you go to run. Okay, select run module, just click on it. Okay, so hi, this is first program in Python, where you are getting that output. That output always you are getting an ideally shell only. All of you please please try to understand. Always your output will be appeared on shell. This is shell, this is your program. Don't confuse. This is your program and this is your shell. Okay, whatever program you are writing, when you run that program, when you execute that program, your output will be appeared on shell only. This is shell. Okay, this is shell. Any doubts? How to write a program, how to save a program, how to run the program? Any doubts? Please let me know any doubts if you have. If you don't have any doubts, then I'll give some assignment. Okay, you can say homework or assignment, whatever it may be. Okay, so first assignment is write a Python program. Write a Python program to print your name. Second one, write a Python program to print your branch. Third program, write a Python program to print your marks in SSC. So all of you please complete these three separate programs, not in a single program. 3 separate programs, please try to complete by tomorrow's class. Okay, printing your name, printing your branch, print your SSC marks in 3 separate programs. I hope all of you can do it, right? All of you can do it, right? Yes. Okay. Yes. Now you can ask me if you have any doubts regarding this session. Okay. So in this session, we discussed about how to install Python ideally in computer, or how to use Python apps in your mobile. What type of apps you are supposed to use. Okay. Later, just we discussed some characteristics of Python. What is meant by case sensitiveness. Okay. And some simple examples of print function. Okay, so I'll share notepad. So I'll write down date also every day. So if you have anything missed, okay, we can go through it. This is what we discussed here. Just given some small assignment also. Please try to complete this assignment by okay before coming to tomorrow's class. So if you have any doubts, please let me know. Still any doubts from anyone, please let me know. Yeah, we'll see all these Ram Charan, we'll see all these special characters and everything we'll see. Okay, but today, because this is the first class, just we are talking about only how can we print numbers, how can we print some sentence, means some string. So we can see how special characters also we can print. If you want, you can write special character and print. Okay, you can explore it, but slowly we'll get how we are going to use special characters, all those things.